BitBoy Crypto, his saga just keeps going on, and more news comes out every single day with this guy, and it finally seems to be that he's the one who's got scammed now. Apparently, he said he's lost everything, has no access to any of his money, even though some videos that he posted, he actually has like what people are saying is like a $350,000 Rolex on his hand. I don't know anything about watches. Maybe it's a $60,000 roll. It doesn't really matter if it's an expensive watch. It's something that he could sell, which is weird to be looking at and saying like that he's begging for money. He's on Twitter begging people to send him just $1, just send him some money, even though he's got this mansion of a house that he's filming in all the time. This Rolex, his Lamborghini, I guess they stole it from or he lost it or something, but he still has other cars. Like, he has assets and has bragged about being a insane multimillionaire that, like, him being broke just seems like it's not actually there. Like, he has things to sell. He probably just doesn't want to sell them. He need to put out a video begging for people to send him money, and this is what he's had to say.
Hey guys, I've been pretty absent lately, and I think if you read this thread here, you'll understand why. There's a lot going on here beneath the surface that people can't see. What Hit Network has done to me over the last 4 to 5 weeks, and people, there's no way the employees know that this has happened. And I think it's been easy for a lot of people to turn on me. But the fact is, guys, is my life has been on the line here. I have absolutely been given death threats from real credible people who claim that they've done it before.
Obviously, starting with that, no one should get death threats, right? I think like the internet as a whole should be like vilifying people who do death threats because that's dumb. Like, why are you doing this, right? So he shouldn't be getting that regardless. But also, put a little screenshot up, right? Like, you just don't have this reputation that people are willing to believe anything you say. So, put a little screenshot up. Let's get a little bit of proof. Just because you don't have the reputation really to just kind of say anything and have people believe it.
If you look at when I made the video walking back some of the stuff that I said, because my life was on the line. Go watch that video. You can see it. Just go watch the video. Guys, I've been under threat of blackmail. I've been extorted for my Lamborghini. That's gone.
Oh no, not the Lamborghini. Not the Lamborghini. Anything but the Lambo. That was his whole identity. It's always coming back to this Lamborghini. I feel like this is the main topic of discussion. He's talked about this Lamborghini in every single time he's addressed this. Every time it's been, oh, they took my Lambo. Here, they extorted me for my Lambo. Like, this Lamborghini's got to be like the most special thing in the world to BitBoy because he has not stopped talking about it. Every single video he's put out talking about this Hit Network drama and this stuff going on, they all include something about his Lamborghini. I just think that's so funny because you have this guy who is supposedly a multi-millionaire crypto enthusiast genius who knows everything, buys every 10 to 100x coin, and is just the brilliance behind crypto. But now what? He has nothing? Zero? He has to beg you and beg everyone on the internet for money? Like, come on. How are we supposed to believe this? Like, even if he doesn't have access to, I don't even know, his bank account? Why wouldn't he have access to that, though? It should be his bank account, right? Unless he was funneling every single penny through the business to pay for stuff, which I guess maybe, but still, like, you don't have any money? Like, no cash. I don't really believe it. I don't buy it.
Before everything broke, or the morning that everything broke, and say, hey, guys, we can keep this a family. This is what Hit Network has done. We can keep this a family matter. We don't have to come out with everything. But if you don't make a statement by 12 o'clock today, then you're done. And that's what I was told. And so the video that came out certainly was true. I mean, most of it, except for when I walked back some things that I said about some people, namely Justin Williams.
So I guess the people putting death threats to him is his own network? That's what it sounds like he's saying here. He also said there was a police report. So, I mean, you're leaking everything else, right? Leak the police report. Put it out there. Let everyone know, right? Like I said, I don't think BitBoy has the spectacular reputation that people should just take him at face value at things. So if there's a police report, put the police report out there, right? Let's see this whole thing. Bring it to light. the best disinfectant is sunlight. Bring everything to light, show everyone everything, right? Because death threats should be something that nobody supports, right? Even though BitBoy, big scammer, you look at kind of what he's kind of talking about with this like lawsuit or something with Hit Network, talking about how they're keeping him away from his cash, they're keeping him out to dry, they have the money. It sounds like what he tried to do to Atozy not too long ago, and ultimately backed down because Atozy raised a bunch of money that he wasn't expecting him to raise. But if karma is anything, it is this situation right here, because almost to the T, what he tried to do to Atozy is happening to him. So, whatever you put out into the world, however you put out there, if it's something that you don't want to happen to yourself, there's a good chance that it's going to come back to bite you if you want to act like this. And seemingly that's what's happening to BitBoy. And this is his tweet that he put out. Obviously, this is the whole video. And he's talking about humbly asking anyone who's ever benefited from my content or anything I've done to help donate to my legal fund to get BitBoy Crypto back. And he links to his this ETH address. If you go here, the address is this. You see it's got $62,000 in it. So for how long this tweet's been out, it's like a few days. It's a lot of money for a few days, right? He also has his Bitcoin address somewhere here. He's got like Bitcoin, Cardano and stuff. I don't know. The Bitcoin address is weird because it's an old address and it goes back super far. So it's kind of hard to tell exactly what's been donated. I'm sure if you wanted to look through the blockchain and figure it out, you could. But one of the funny things is obviously him saying, that he's humbly asking anyone who's benefited from his content. Like, I don't think anybody has, right? I don't think anyone's benefited from BitBoy's content. If you look at the things that he's promoted, all of them go down 90% or become worthless. And if you listen to them, you lose all of your money, right? So it's really hard to see if people benefited from BitBoy Crypto. But if you scroll on too, we can see there's Zach XBT actually saying, how about all the people who lost money as a direct result of you promoting sketchy projects and more recently meme coins, which he actually, if you look here, has 7,652 likes on only 181,000 views. And he ratioed BitBoy here, who has 2,000 likes and 14.5 million views. So an insane ratio to just kind of see. I think the general consensus around Ben is just he's not like this amazing guy. And also Magoo here, you see, imagine being the biggest grifter and destroy your reputation to end up with nothing to show for it, which is even crazier because like BitBoy, I think everyone was under the impression that he owned his YouTube channel, right? He had the leaked thing of how much he charged for people's and coins and projects and stuff, and he had to have been rolling in it during this bull market where he was just selling out everything. He talked about anything and everything if they paid his like 40 grand or something in fees. So he had to have been making so much money, but he threw it all away and ultimately wasn't even secure enough in making sure that he had access to some sort of even a portion of that money because he got rugged and ultimately he got scammed out of his own company, out of his own channel, and it all torn down. And now he's back to square one with his new YouTube channel that I guess he's starting to post on. And it's hard to even if you put aside everything that Ben's done in the history of his time on YouTube and all of the scams he's promoted and pumped and dumped and all of the things he's done in crypto, it's hard to feel bad for him when he constantly talks about his Lambo and how they stole his Lambo. He doesn't have his Lambo. They extorted the Lambo. And when he tweets like hashtag where's the Lambo, like even he's making a joke about this. So it's like, I don't know. It's just is crazy to see what's going on in this Ben Armstrong world that he's just seemingly lost it all, but has he? Because he has this insane Rolex in this thumbnail. He has an insane house mansion that he's filming in and doing his videos in and talking in. So like he still has these insane assets. He still has to have millions of dollars in assets, but he must just not want to sell them, right? Because he just wants to keep the stuff, wants to live the high life. But if you are going to get sued, if you're going to have it all thrown away, you've come out, you're this multi-millionaire, super rich personality on the internet, right? So no one's gonna really feel bad for you. No one is insane and coming to support Ben like people came to support Otozi because he was being bullied. People aren't super high on Ben. I don't think. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't think that people really take him too seriously. I don't think people are like diehard supporting him. You know, maybe his diehard supporters are the only ones sending him money. There's 60 grand in that ETH wallet, but it does seem that what goes around comes around. And, you know, Ben ultimately, he put this out into the world. He tried to bully Atozi financially. He bullied other people behind the scenes financially with lawsuits. And now it seems it's his turn to get bullied by his own strategy. So, you know, just be careful of what you put out into the world because it might just come back to get you. That's going to do it for this video. As always, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video.